what the big deal about Cracker Jack is. Did you ever go and buy a pack of Cracker Jack thinking you're going to get a prize and find no prize in the box?
You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me.
Freehand is beating his net at the plate. Crawford is over there watching. Good see, sir. You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row.
Well, the day has finally come. The final piece of the White Sox rebuild, the first rebuild, not the current rebuild. The final piece has fallen, and Luis Robert was traded to, I mean, not a surprise of all teams that would take Luis Robert, and the risky proposition and the $20 million would be the New York Mets, who have the Fort Knox of money to spend, and for them,
not as many people wanted to take it as we thought would.
Yeah, and I think part of the reason this deal got done was gets much of what we've talked about ad nauseum on this podcast, the risk of another season of Luis Robert and not getting through the whole first half uninjured, maybe underperforming. You don't know which Luis Robert is going to take the field, although last year when healthy he was quite a contributor. So they got the Mets to take all $20 million of that salary, which is probably the biggest reason this trade got done, since Jerry Reinsdorf still is the controller of this team. And
here's the question.
Yes.
If they hadn't, dished off all 20 million, wouldn't they have gotten better prospects back? Maybe if they threw in 10 million, would they have gotten better prospects? 15 million.
I would assume so. I mean,
then that begs the question, what do you think of the two prospects you got back?
Well, I think, it's kind of the perfect trade. It's called the what if trade. And what if Luis Robert does not get injured this year and plays to his full potential? Then the Mets got a great deal.
Yeah, fuck them. Who cares what kind of deal they got?
What if, Acuna's brother, and how do you say this first name? Luis Angel?
Luis Angel.
Angel?
I don't know.
Acuna.
Is it really his brother? Are they?
Yeah. It's his younger brother.
Okay. All right.
If he lives up to his potential, he's under control to 2031. He's, could be this next five-tool second baseman. I mean, that is a good deal for the White Sox. The right-handed pitcher they got, Truman Pauly, he's just was their 12th round pick in 2025. I mean, he only pitched in a handful of games and had a ERA above 2. So it's a lot of what if.
We have seen the only thing Acuna's done, like he's played 80 major league games.
Yeah, 82, I think.
But he's got 15 or 16 steals in that time. So that's bona fide. But the powers we haven't seen. We haven't seen anything like
his brother.
Acuna. Yeah.
Yes, no. But I mean, I don't know. I agree. I agree that if the Sox ate a large portion of that money, I think you're getting possibly, top end prospects. I mean, I don't know where Acuna sits. He was the number 3 prospect in the organization in 2024. I don't know where he sits.
It's not top 100.
Where he sits today, but yeah, he's not a top.
Or if he's even on that list anymore because he played 82 games or whatever.
Yeah,
I guess I was just, kind of needling Getz and Reinsdorf mainly for not ponying up a few million more dollars to get some better prospects in return.
Yeah, I think you're right. I also think it's not coincidence that they find a taker to take on all of the salary, turn around some, one maybe potential future all-star, a huge what if, but they spent $34 million on a 2-year contract of, Murakami, who we were talking about earlier. So it's not surprising that they didn't pony up any money. It's almost like, he's he's cost neutral this year now by getting rid of Robert.
Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
One guy poured beer all over my head. The guy said, how can you take that? I said, look, that man didn't do nothing. He poured some beer on my head. He's just showing he's a White Sox fan. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Sparky, a million thanks for, as always, the most interesting interview. And now today, let's just have a lot of thrilling baseball and not so many fisticuffs.
We're at home